Hey, hello. Okay, so welcome to Ivy Living. My name is Ivy Brown K, and you're welcome to this channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me on your screen, you're very, very welcome. But if you've been following the series, you're also welcome, okay? That means you're keeping up and you're getting ready to make that move to the UK. All right, so today I'm just going to have a little chit chat with all of you because I'm seeing people making avoidable mistakes. The very next video I'm going to be posting is going to be the video talking about where you can get jobs, where you can see jobs and apply for jobs and all that. Okay, but I just want to make this video prior to that because I see that a lot of people are making mistakes that they shouldn't be making. All right, so let's just get right into this video. All right, so first off, before you decide that you want to go to the UK, you need to do a lot of research. You need to do a whole lot of research. Okay, a lot of people just think that the UK equals London or the UK equals England. No. Okay, so the UK has 4 different sections. It has Wales, it has England, it has Scotland, and it has Northern Ireland. Each part of the UK have their pros and cons. They have they all have equal amenities, okay? They all have the NHS, they all have free education, they all have 24-hour power supply and things like that. But there are different things that make each place unique, all right? So before you make the choice to move to the UK, it would be better if you choose, at least if you can't choose a specific place where you'd like to go, you can choose some specific counties and things like that, all right? I'm seriously concerned about those who have families, okay? I see people who have families and you're rushing to go to London or you're rushing to go to Oxford and places like that where the cost of living is like not your mate, okay? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't go to London. Yeah, sure, you can go to London. A lot of people would love to live in London and that's their choice, okay? But you just have to know what you're getting yourself into. So that's why it's very, very important that you do the research. You do the research to know what cost of living is. You do the research to know what the average salary is for the work you're going for. And then you also find out how much house rent costs and things like that. All right? It's very, very important. Now, apart from the cost of living, other things you have to put into consideration, especially if you have a family, is the kind of work you want to do. Okay, do you want to be a living carer? Do you want to work in a hospital? Would you rather work in a care home, or would you want to be a support worker and things like that? You need to also put that into consideration. Okay, because it's going to tell in the long run. You don't want to go and then you start having to look for how to move jobs and things like that. Okay, so you also have to do that research to find out the kind of job that be suitable for your lifestyle. If you're married and husband has a wife, a specific area where maybe their job is in high demand, and then you know you're going for healthcare assistant or something which you know is in high demand almost everywhere, it would be so much better for you to get a job somewhere where your spouse can also get a job. Okay, so that's also something to look at. So if your spouse has maybe a specific need to be in a specific location, you also need to put that into consideration. So in the last video, I talked about how to be specific, maybe things you can do. If you've not seen that video, check in the description. I'm going to put the link there. I talked about maybe looking for a niche to help you get jobs better, because when you have a niche, at least when you see jobs that are in that niche, you're more likely to be called for an interview as opposed to when you just have general knowledge. Okay, so that's also something that you need to put into consideration. You also have to know that you have a choice. You have a choice. You want to move to the UK, doesn't mean that you just be like, oh, anywhere I see, I'll go. That doesn't work, okay? You have to be realistic about it and make your choice and decide, okay, these are what I need to have for me to take a job, or these are what I need to have in a location for me to move there. Okay, there are places that are cheaper. The cost of living is so much better. You can be in maybe London and you're paying 2,000 for a house, and then someone in Belfast is paying 600 or 700 for that exact same house. Okay, now that is money that could have gone into something else. Okay, so if you don't specifically need to be in a location, and then you don't need to be in that location. Okay, so as much as possible, try to make sure that you've weighed the pros and cons. I've seen someone who had to turn down jobs, okay, just because it just didn't suit what he wanted for his family. And in the end, he got a good one. He got the one that hit all the boxes, and right now he's in the UK. Okay, so don't go that part of you that's like, oh, desperate to like, oh, I want to leave my country, I want to move to the UK, and so because of that you just feel like anything goes. Anything, you can't. Okay, if you're single, then you have the time to do all that. But if you have a family, you have children, you have other people you have to put into consideration, then you have to consider them from the beginning. The children will be fine. The schools are okay. They have schools everywhere. They have this I don't know if it's equal, but they have really good schools everywhere. So as much as possible, just think about it. Think about what sort of lifestyle you want. Think about what is important to you in a city or town. Do you want to stay in a town? Are you one that want to be in the city? Would you rather be maybe by the seashore? Things like that, put into consideration. Okay, when you have specific target, it's so much more easier to land a job, actually. Okay, don't feel like, oh, when you just spread your net as wide as possible to just drag in a lot of debris. Okay, so you can make yourself give yourself a target and say, okay, these are the sort of jobs I'm looking for. And if it's not that kind of job, don't even bother. Just focus your energy on what you actually want, the one that you actually feel like, okay, this is what's good for me, this is what I want to get. Okay, I'm making this video now before the next one, because I know that a lot of people are in a frenzy. A lot of people are just, oh, they just want to leave. They just, oh, whatever. I'm in some groups and it's like, oh, everybody's desperate. Oh, whatever. We just need to leave. You just need to leave. Yeah, everybody needs to leave. You want to leave, good. Everybody needs to get a better life. But do not make yourself fall into a situation where you would be like, oh, maybe in the next 1 year you want to change jobs, or things are not just working the way you expect them to be working. All right, so those are some things you just have to put into consideration. Okay, so another thing you also need to put in place is your driver's license. If you do not know how to drive yet, I hope you've taken the bull by the horn to go and learn how to drive. Okay, not just because employers are looking for people who have driver's license, no, but also because it is very, very expensive to learn how to drive in the UK. Believe me, it's very expensive. All right, so I know in Nigeria you can get a driver's driving school for 15,000, 20,000. Get a very good one, actually. Get a good one. Don't go to those roadside drivers things. Like, you need someone that's a school that's going to teach you both the theory aspect as well as the practical. Okay, let me give you one did I say tidbits or expo? Before you go to register for that driving school, watch them. If you see them and the people they are teaching how to drive doing this thing, when reversing, don't bother. All right, I see a lot of that in Nigeria, where they are teaching people how to drive and then they are reversing and their one hand is on the car seat and then they're like this. Don't do that. Okay, so look for a very good driving school that will teach you how to drive, both the theory and the practical. All right, because you're going to use it. You're going to still have to do the theory test and the practical test in the UK, and it's better to start right now. Okay, so just don't go and get wuru driver's license. No, you need to do the right thing and get your driver's license. Okay, another thing you need to do is go and write your IELTS. don't procrastinate the IELTS, because IELTS lasts for 2 years, and at least when you write it, you know that you've done that and you can move on. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been asking where can they learn how IELTS and things like that. I didn't write IELTS. I don't think I ever want to write IELTS. I never had to write IELTS. So, but if you know you need to write IELTS, I know there are resources available online, even on YouTube. I heard there are some very good YouTubers that's their niche. They're good with IELTS. Research, find them out, search, and go and write to IELTS. It does not expire. It's just 2 years. Actually, it expires, but it's 2 years, and that's a long time. So yeah, you can also do that. Okay. So yeah, if you decided to go through the NARIC route, that won't last forever. Then do it also, because I know it takes like 10 working days ish. So do that, because I know ASU is supposedly on strike. I know that some schools are like tug of war to get out transcripts and things like that. So get on that process, okay? Get on that process. You don't want a situation where you have gotten a job and you can't move because you don't have that for your visa. So get on that. Also, another thing is a lot of let's say companies, care homes, probably will not even take the 1 month for you, so for your COS. So if you know you have access to money, then I think or you also need to put at least £1,300 in an account so that your 28 days starts counting. Okay, so when it comes down to it, if you don't end up not needing it, good and fine, it's your money, you still have it. But if you do need it, then you don't have to start waiting. Okay, so just calculate how much is it. 1,000, it's actually 1,270, but I think just add a little on it, 1,003, 1,004, and just lodge it into an account. And to me, I think you should also do that in a dollar account or a pounds account, not a naira account, because of the naira devaluation. So you can also do that, put in the money and just let it be there sitting, so just in case you need it for proof of funds. If you don't need it, everybody's still happy, you still have some money. All right, okay, so that's all I have to say. I hope it's helpful. Just you need to be making good use of the time you have right now, because hopefully your time in your country is short and you'll be leaving to the UK soon enough. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, it's free. Just subscribe, click on the notification bell, so when I drop the video concerning where to apply, you would be the first to be notified. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Ciao.